Well, this is long overdue. This is my neighbor,
Yeah.
Brian Clayton, right here in the lobby of RadioRadioX. And I gotta say, since we moved in here, we hear this wonderful guitar coming through the ceiling all the time. And that tells you soundproofing is not real. It's not a real thing. But thank God you don't suck.
Appreciate that, yeah.
Thank God it's good. Because I imagine if we would have caught you at the beginning of when you started playing guitar, like in year one,
Yeah.
we probably wouldn't be enjoying it as much as we do.
I had some roommates who were not as lucky as you have been.
I'm sure. So Brian, what is it, that you do normally when you play out?
Yeah, so the last couple of years, it's been a lot of gigs playing other people's music, whether it's at weddings or just like bands playing like top 40 stuff, bars and like around the capital region. So yeah, today's going to be a cool opportunity to play some of my own stuff, which
I love that.
might be a little rusty, but we'll see what we can do with it.
That sounds good. And you're playing other people's music, so you realized, oh, that's how you make money doing this.
Yeah. Actually getting paid is kind of nice, yeah.
It does help. Well, yeah, let's hear some music.
Sure. Yeah, so this is one I wrote with an old group. So we got hired to do a small festival gig, and I wrote this instrumental called Festival to be our kind of like warm-up first song, and it went all right. Help if I have something. Yeah, I think I had like the Richie Havens Woodstock kind of like vibe in mind when that one came together. I remember I was teaching guitar lessons at the time, and I had like a 30-minute break between when one lesson ended and the next one started, and yeah, that's what came out.
No
So.
kidding. No kidding.
Yeah.
See, that's a glimpse of what we hear through the ceiling.
Yep.
So, of course, I had to have Brian down here. I've been begging for a while, but seems like it's the right time. Now, as far as gigging goes, and obviously you do, weddings and different things like that to help generate money. Is there somewhere online where they could find you or anything like that for hire? Or
nothing really at the moment. So what I was going to say is, yeah, I can make sure you have my Instagram handle. We can make sure to like put that in the description for the video. But yeah, I'm super open if folks have gig opportunities or wanted to connect and jam or whatever. So we can do it that way. Yeah, I definitely need to increase my digital footprint in terms of having samples. So this can be part of that.
This should help. This should help.
Hopefully,
be part of that. So what are we going to hear next?
So this is another one that was not written as an instrumental. I haven't finished the lyrics, and I am not going to be the one to sing it. So I'm going to play it as an instrumental because I've had other musicians in the past tell me it works that way. So this is one called Altar Call.
Check it out. So you got some lyrics written for this, you said?
Working on it, yeah, about halfway done with those. I'm finding it, so I love the instrumental arrangement. I like the motion of the chords and the dynamics that are happening, I'm having a difficult time finding a melody line that complements that and doesn't contrast with it or doesn't diminish the instrumental part. And sometimes when you're writing words to fit musical parts or writing musical parts to fit lyrics you already have, sometimes you need to compromise, you need to like nudge things a little bit. I'm pretty fond of this one, so I guess we'll see where I land with it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, as a lyric writer myself, I'm over there singing different melodies in my head for it. But
that's a good sign, man. That
Yeah.
that means it's actually music, I guess, that I'm doing.
That's what it
you
is.
can hear other things, man. That's rad.
No, that's pretty cool. So, biggest thing in your life right now is your father,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and that's new. How old's your boy? 2?
He's about to be 2.
About to
Yeah.
be 2,
Yeah. He's
yeah.
a late July birthday, so yeah, it's coming up.
So exciting. So my grandson, who is 2 now, took him out yesterday, and we went to a restaurant. This was the first time the terrible twos happened in public.
That's not a good feeling.
I mean, like, he pretty much ruined like everybody's dining experience.
That's heavy.
I apologize for that if you were there.
Where was it?
It was a Gateway Diner.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah,
were
yeah.
actually trying to go, nothing against Gateway Diner, they're great. We were trying to go to a real restaurant, but yeah, they were all booked up.
Yeah, Mother's Day was tough.
Yeah.
We had a similar situation. We got turned away from a few spots and ended up at Friendly's. So yeah,
We almost ended up there. So we almost ruined your day too. But it would have been fun if the 2 of them were going back
Oh my
and
gosh,
forth and
yeah.
stuff. So that's the worst. And there's nothing you can do. And it's not even the kid's fault. Like, my grandson's very well behaved, but they don't understand, like, you have to sit still. You got to stay in this
Yeah.
spot, in this seat.
And I think I think the meltdowns can be tougher for the parents too. Because I know I'm super self-conscious about that. Anytime like he raises his voice or like wiggles or whatever, that might
Mhm.
like bump into someone else. And I got to remember like, yeah, when it's someone else's kid, you really don't give it a second thought,
Right.
unless it's like super disruptive or you're on an airplane,
Oh,
which is hopefully not that often.
that's got to be the worst. Haven't had to deal with that one yet, so.
All right, but it's 2024, and if you're flying on an airplane without headphones and you complain about other people's volume, at a certain point, it's on you.
For real. And if you forgot your headphones, they come around and offer them to you.
Yeah.
So either way, it's your fault.
Yeah, no, he's going to be on his first flight with us when he's about 2.5.
Ooh.
So we're kind of rolling the dice on that one, but he's not quite 2, but he's been very good in public, and it's pretty easy to divert his attention if he starts to have a bad moment. So we're going to hope that trend continues.
Definitely. What threw us off was that the staff was really trying to be helpful, bringing crayons and color books.
Yeah.
He was like throwing the crayons across the
Oh my
restaurant.
gosh.
Like, he saw the gumball machine in the front. Now he's 2. He probably shouldn't even have gum yet because I didn't know we knew like the concept. And yeah, so the waitress brings over a couple of gumballs.
Okay.
And it did shut him up. But we're just like, don't choke.
Yeah,
These
that's
are
a big one.
giant.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
whole mouth was like,
Jeez.
but he figured it out.
Good.
He figured it out and spit it out in my hand. So I put it right underneath the table where it belongs. So you got one more for us?
Yeah. This is another original. This one's called Remains. This one I have finished the lyrics for. It's not in my vocal range. I would love to get the perfect singer for it. So if anyone's listening and thinks they can sing it, let's link up.
Lots of emotion there.
Yeah.
I
Thanks.
I feel that.
Yeah, it was written about something sad, so I'm glad that comes across.
Yeah, I was curious. Yeah. It could have went all sorts of different directions, but I love the emotion in music, the nice clean sound that really emphasized on each note, and I dug it.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's been the one where I feel like captures the most of what I would want to be able to get across in a song. It's funny, that one kind of came together like a puzzle when I think about just like what I understand about like music theory and chord relations and how things go together, and follows the rules, but it departs from a few of them in a way that I think is complementary and gets across those emotions that you hope for. So I feel like as a songwriter, that's like exactly what I would hope for. So,
no, that's exactly what I got from it. So great stuff, man. I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't know, hear some of your music with some vocals.
Yeah, well, my wife is an excellent singer.
Get out.
And maybe we'll have to do this again.
Call
we
her
can
up.
do a
down
duet.
Here.
Yeah.
Get her down here.
No, so I have some like stuff so I can record some music like at my computer and stuff, and we were working on a couple things that never fully came together because we wanted to like bring in my other friend to play bass and like other one to do key parts that are more complex than I can do, and it kind of fell apart, but it has the skeleton there. So nice. I think if I practice my piano chops, maybe we can get a few things recorded, and then maybe we can do something down here.
I'd love to see that. I'm down to do a song with you too.
Dude, that would be great.
I figure you don't have time for a full-time band. I don't really anymore either. And my bassist moved to Montana, as I complain about all the time.
Yeah,
everyone's like, just get another bassist. I don't want to.
Yeah,
I want
get
my
him
own
on
bassist.
Zoom. Yeah.
But I've been writing and I write all the time, and I'm looking to put together a project with the tentative name right now is the Even 11.
Okay.
So I'm figuring I wanted to work with 10 other people.
Interesting. All right.
Call it the Even 11.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's taken or whatever, but I don't think so.
I doubt, given that 11 is not an even number.
That's what I was thinking.
There you
go. But cool, man. I'm glad we finally got to do it.
Well, let's link up about that, man. If you show me the lyrics and melodies, maybe I can put something to it on guitar or whatever that'll like complement it, bring it to where you want it to be.
All about it. And I know you're the guy for the job.
You know where to find me.
I know where to find you, and also being neighbors. So when we moved in here, we found out pretty quickly that our area is haunted.
Yeah.
We've had several different things, and like you hear the little noises of your son's dropping something on the floor or something. That's not it.
That can be explained. Yeah.
But we had an instance where we really had a haunting. So I talked to you, you're like, no issues.
Yeah, second floor is clear, I guess.
I talked to a guy who was walking by one day and he was like, I used to live upstairs. And I was like, here's the opportunity. Any ghost issues? None. And he lived here for years. So finally got over to the dentist who used to be at this office, and he said he had tons of experiences here and that he thinks it all stems from the basement.
Yeah.
Which is connected to
That's
our
spooky.
back room. So,
Yeah.
so if you ever want to go ghost hunting,
I might stick to guitar. You know what? You do the hunting and report back to me. It'll make good conversation for the front porch there.
sounds good, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.